a test today on nouns. You are going to, in a moment, you're going to take the test on nouns. But before you do that, I'm going to show you, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about your opinion paragraph. Because when you finish with your test, you then can have the rest of the time to write your opinion paragraph, okay, which will be due on Thursday, okay? So, you are going to take your opinion paragraph outline, which is the sheet that looks like this. I checked it yesterday to make sure that you had it done. You were supposed to already have it completed. This one. And this will help you, this will help guide you in writing your paragraph. You're going to take all the ideas, this is like pre-writing. You're going to take all the ideas that you wrote down on this outline and you're going to put them in complete sentences. You might add a little bit more information to make it a little bit more clear. And you're going to put it in a paragraph. Now you're going to say, wow, that's going to be a really long paragraph. Yes, it is going to be a long paragraph. Because in your paragraph, you are going to have a topic sentence in which you state your opinion. So your opinion is either going to be that the movie was better or the short story was better. So are you just going to say this? Is this what you're going to say, do you think?
I like the movie better.
The movie was better.
Yes.
You're going to start out saying that?
No.
No. You are not in 3rd or 4th grade. Okay? You are in 8th grade. So you are going to make it sound decent. Like an 8th grader is writing it. So you are going to be really clear, like the person who's reading it didn't read the story, didn't watch the movie, doesn't know what you're talking about. Okay? So you need to write it in that way. So what do you think you need to add?
Details.
Some details. So what kind of details? Do we need the name of the story? Do you think?
I think probably. Yeah.
Do you think you should say a little bit about the story? Just not, of course, like a book review or anything, but do you think you should have the author? So we're going to put the story, The Monkey's Paw, by, who's it by?
W.W. Jacobs.
By W.W. Jacobs. Now what are you going to say about it? Tell me one thing about it that might give one sentence that might give someone who doesn't know the story just a little gist of what it's about.
About a magical monkey paw.
So am I going to say The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs about a magical monkey paw?
No.
What am I going to say?
The movie was very magical by W.W. Jacobs. It's about a family discovering a magical, or getting a magical monkey paw. Or
Okay, is a story
about
about that's fine. Whoops. A magical monkey paw. Do you want to say anything more? That a family wishes upon. Okay? It's not long, it's not, but you're giving kind of an introduction. You're starting it out. Whenever you're starting to write about the piece of literature, you should include the title and the author and a little bit of something about it. Okay? Notice this. I have this in quotation marks. Why do I have it in quotation marks?
Because it's a title.
A title of what?
A story.
Well, if it's a title of a book, I should underline it. Why do I have it in quotation marks?
Because you felt like it.
Because it is a short story. So short stories go in quotation marks, okay? So, The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs is a story about a magical monkey paw that a family wishes upon. Something like that, okay? Now you have to transition into that there's also a movie and a story. So how would you say that?
There are also movies.
Okay, a movie. There is also a movie.
There are many adaptations
About-
of it, but the most famous one is the movie.
Okay, there is an adaptation of a movie. I like that. A movie adaptation. Why do I like that, do you think?
Because it's a vocabulary. Actually, no, it's not.
It is a vocabulary.
Adaptation is in
You're an adaptation.
Because it's a long word. Long words are better.
Oh, sure.
It's a very precise word. It makes this sound more academic. This paragraph more academic. All right? A movie adaptation has been made of the story. Now, you need to get your thesis statement in there. Your thesis statement, your topic sentence, is going to be your opinion. So now after you do a little introduction, you can go ahead and give your opinion. Maybe you want to say, I'm just going to say this. However, the written version of the story
Is much worse.
is a better version. Now, this may not be your opinion, okay?
Is it your opinion?
Because and now you are going, now that you've given your opinion, you are going to kind of put your 3 reasons in this because, okay? Because the reader can use their imagination. Okay? What's another reason this story might be better than the movie?
Sequels suck.
Well, would I write that?
No.
Because sequels suck? No, why wouldn't I?
because it's
Probably what it's
Slang.
it's an opinion.
It's slang. It's slang. You are writing an opinion paragraph. So it's not because it's an opinion. It's because, yeah, it's slang. You are writing an academic paper. So you're not going to use slang. Okay?
But
So,
just change the plan.
because the reader is able to use their imagination, the author clearly described the scenery and I'm going to say the reader is able to learn the story of the paw. I should have typed this and projected it.
We had to type our things.
Nope.
Can we type it?
Okay, so I'm going to give then, so I have my 3 reasons. Then the next thing I'm going to do, still in one paragraph, is now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go over each reason. And I'm going, you might say, for example, and now you start to add one supporting detail to support each of these reasons. You find a supporting detail from the story or the movie that supports the reader's able to use their imagination, or whatever you have for your first reason. Okay, so now you're taking your examples from the story, okay? And then finally, you conclude it again by saying, as you can see, the written version would probably be favored by most people. All right, so you're going to restate what you said in a different way. Okay, restate your opinion in a different way. Do you guys have questions about that? No? Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to show you kind of my expectations for this paragraph. You can write it out on paper. You can type it, however, I'm not sure what Chromebooks are available. So, and you can work on it after the test. It's due on Thursday. Okay? All right. Does anybody want me to review? Okay, so no questions about this. Does anybody want me to review anything about the test?
Object complements.
Object complements. So, subject plus verb, it's an action verb, plus direct object plus what equals the object complement. You guys want me to write that paragraph over here? Subject plus action verb plus direct object plus what equals object complement. So, Julie was voted president of her, whoops. I hate coming up with examples of this.
Wait, what is this for?
Object complements. I have to look at an example. I'll just do that. I'm going to do a different example. I just have a hard time coming up with it. I called my first ceramic pot a masterpiece. Okay? Subject is I, verb is called. I called what? My ceramic pot is a direct object. I call my ceramic pot what? A masterpiece. That is your object complement. So my suggestion when you get to the part where it has an italicized word and it has like the things you circle, like direct object, indirect object, I suggest, even though it takes a little bit of time, going through step by step and first trying to find a direct object. And if that's the italicized word, then it's a direct object. So do your subject plus verb plus what? Okay? If that's not the italicized word, go to the next one. Go to, if it has a direct object, then it can be, you could have an indirect object or an object of a preposition, right? If it doesn't have a direct object, your only choice is going to be, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. If it has a direct object, you can have an indirect object or an object complement. If it doesn't have a direct object, your only choice will be an object of a preposition. Okay, so you could try that out then. All right, then do the next step. Try to find an indirect object if it has a direct object. Okay, if it has to be between the verb and the direct object. If the italicized word is after the direct object and it answers what, then it will be an object complement. If it's in front of the direct object, it can't be an object complement. It's going to be probably an indirect object. So take the things you know to help you. Okay? Leah?
So that, you know that one sentence you taught us, the dog ran blank the crowd?
Yep.
Is that for the object of preposition?
Yep.
Okay.
The dog ran blank the crowd is for object of a preposition. What would be, if I said the dog ran through the crowd, what would be the object of the preposition in that sentence? Crowd. Okay? Crowd is the object of the preposition in that little practice sentence. So know an object of the preposition comes at the end, it ends a prepositional phrase. Okay? Anything else? Does that help? Okay, anything else? All right, so ready to take the test? When you're done with the test, work on your opinion paragraph, which is due on Thursday. Okay?